Mi sono messo a guardare YouTube. Scusate. Allora, ehm,
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
allora io qui ho fatto tutto. Ehm, Tutte le missioni, tutte le cose. Ho fatto anche... Ah, c'ho già. Quello della sementiera. Il resto. Mi ero messo a guardare YouTube, Face Review. E niente. Oggi ho tempo prima di mangiare come sempre, ho detto vabbè, facciamo qualcosa. Um, ho condiviso su Twitter il nuovo aggiornamento che uscirà. E se volete guardare Super Mario Online al posto della E c'è l'1. Ma queste cose qua io continuo a ripetere, ma sinceramente sono sempre nella descrizione. Quindi qualsiasi posto siete, anche su YouTube, dovrebbe esserci proprio nella descrizione. Se non c'è ditemelo, almeno quello lo correggo, ma mi sembra proprio che l'ho messo. Quindi qua ci siamo. L'unica cosa appunto è la spedizione, che mancavano 58 minuti e non è che potevo farci molto. Spero che un giorno mettano delle cose
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
tipo nella serentiera che veramente se ne hai veramente proprio bisogno, ti danno la possibilità di skippare le missioni. Come adesso non so se avete mai giocato, ma se avete presente il gioco Battle Cats. Battle Cats c'ha un sistema di spedizione un po' più piccolo e meno elaborato, ma bello. Ecco, il bello invece che siete stati 10 minuti di aspettare, che se... Scusate. Eh, però usi tipo la ketchup, puoi usare sia la ketchup, non so come si chiama, non ci ho mai giocato, sia appunto quelle specie di primogemme, ma non sono primogemme, cat food. E puoi skippare e ottenere i materiali che ti servono per la produzione di nuove torri. Nerd. E non nerd. No, vabbè. E che c'è uno youtuber che guardo che queste cose le fa. E qua mi piace tanto sta zuppa, mi sta salvando in molte situazioni. Però stiamo finendo il ravone. Devo trovarmi qualcos'altro. Tipo la gelatina. Perché la gelatina la uso anche per fare questo. Um, Ci deve essere qualcosa che io raccolgo che dici vabbè, lo faccio anche apposta, sinceramente. Lo sto facendo apposta. Ah, ok. Ok. Questo addirittura 30-34 è mister. Qua no, siamo praticamente uguali, so che uno ci vuole la mele, l'altro pepe. Pepe giusto. Burro lo puoi comprare? No, lo si puoi con latte. Ok, then. Cosa facevo altro qua? Questo. Ah, ok. Siamo già a cavallo di nuovo con questa roba qua, ci è voluto un po'. No, c'è questo, 20-20-20, Delphi 4, 20-20-20-24, 4, 3. Giusto. Sono che c'è gli sparats. Spaghetti arrabbiati. Beh, in effetti fiammeggiante, fiammante. Ira. E 33-34, questo è 20-21. Quindi fa schifo. Disgusting. Però ne puoi fare. Adesso mi piacerebbe però concentrarmi su roba che insomma mi aiuta un po', non sciocchezze. Quello non è male perché puoi fare la combo con rosaria e sembra che esce. In ogni caso. Io ad oggi non faccio. Tra poco dovrebbe uscire l'aggiornamento barra. Non lo so. No, perché c'è ancora quello di loro e manca un'ora. Quindi tra un'ora ci sarà un nuovo aggiornamento. Sì. Poi tra un'ora mi sembra che ti dà, ma c'è qualche... Fammi vedere la posta.
Astrologers must
Non
rid
credo.
themselves.
Ah. Non so, non penso che ci sbattano fuori. Vabbè. Adesso facciamo le missioni di Yun Jin, se tra un'ora ci sbattono fuori che esce un nuovo aggiornamento va bene lo stesso, basta che non ci sia un'ora di manutenzione. C'è un'ora di manutenzione, boh, ci speriamo. Sto scherzando. Andiamo a fare le missioni di Yun Jin, dai. Non so se lo completeremo proprio al 100%, ci sono un po' di parti interessanti da recuperare. Le missioni di Yun Jin. E adesso vediamo. Qua abbiamo aperto un'altra chiave. 3, ma mi sa che non possiamo più. Il prossimo aggiornamento c'è anche una missione in più per Naida. Quello sì. Jin, qui, Tatai. Questa che è il prossimo aggiornamento, ma non hanno detto niente, ci sarà forse solo un arco 1 quasi. Ho guardato un po' le tra virgolette statistiche e troppo sbagliato. E ho guardato un po' tra virgolette e un sacco di roba l'abbiamo presa con le missioni. Ci sta. Mi piacerebbe riunione mezzanotte, la pista dell'uccello a vapore e tracce sospette. E lei è scappata. Mi piacerebbe provare a fare quello lì che li dobbiamo seguire. Quello che non dobbiamo farci proprio vedere proprio. Ma non è che ci vedano perché siamo dalla parte sbagliata. Dei fatui questo? Beh, questo lo posso skippare, no ragazzi?
Keep your voice.
Sarebbe bello avere un tasto.
What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
Spero che non si gira.
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here.
E vabbè. Per tutto. Non posso rifarlo. Sono curioso, sembra... a parte che è difficile, a me piacciono le sfide. A me piacciono le sfide, quindi... Solo che si gira, io non so cosa fare quando si gira. È fambroso.
What's wrong with you? Why can't you get it into your head? Quit asking dull questions and start thinking about how to win over our readers. Do I make myself clear?
I delitti sono un po'... Gira di mostro.
I don't think you realize what a golden opportunity you have here. How many journalists would give anything they had to trade places with you right now? Huh? Ever think about that?
You just don't get it. Miss Yun has put her heart and soul into...
Enough! Stop yelling in public! Or do you want Miss Yun to hear about all the lies you're spreading about her?
Me? You're the one making everything up.
Huh. Well, you sure seemed pretty happy chatting to her, so don't act like you ain't a part of this. And don't forget the contract you signed. Come. We'll continue our little chat over there. You need to listen and learn, young lady.
I...
Are you ready to stop whining now? Do you have any idea how rare an opportunity like this is for a small-time paper like ours? Just think of the sales if we can get an exclusive. We'd have enough to cover your salary for 2 lifetimes.
Presumo che i giornali siano così. Cioè, almeno se è un piccolo giornale, qualcosa di ritiro anche fuori.
But what about us pretending to be from the Steambird? Aren't you worried she'll find out?
Ah, non sono neanche.
You really think she still would have talked to you if I hadn't told that little white lie? Besides, what have you got to be afraid
Vabbè,
of?
allora no, non fanno tutti così.
As long as we make it sound like an eyewitness account, how will she be able to refute it? Heck, if she actually presses the issue, I'll probably have to thank her for keeping it current for me.
Possiamo farla passare per la testimonianza di qualcun altro, non potrà mai confutare ciò che scriviamo. Wow.
This is horrible. I will not let you treat Miss Yun like this.
I don't know who she thinks she is anyway. Oh, I sang a couple of shows, so now I'm a national superstar. Give me a break. No one wants to read about your sopranos or your falsettos. We give the readers what they want. That's how this business works. Case in point, that blonde guy seemed to be getting along pretty well with Yun Jin. There's definitely a story there, even if there isn't.
Ugh, that's enough. I'm reporting you to the Millilith.
Wow.
Report me? What for? Libel? Identity theft? Good luck with that. I haven't written anything. Where's your proof? You'd better tread carefully, Missy. First you neglect your own duties, and now you're trying to get in the way of mine? You signed the contract. You know full well the consequences. If you sabotage this interview, I will make sure you lose everything you have. I will ruin you. You understand?
Why? Oh, why did I sign that contract?
Bisogna riferire. E io che non mi faccio vedere, devo riferire tutto giorno. Non lo so. Io vi riferisco e ci arrangiamo noi. Io farei tutto io perché sinceramente cosa c'entra Yun Jin? Cosa c'entra? Scusate. No? Cosa c'entra Yun Jin? Risolviamo il problema all'istante.
Who's there? Oh, it's you. What do you want? I'm warning you, don't do anything stupid or I'll spread a lovely little story about you and Yun Jin throughout all of Liyue.
Wait a second. I was so focused on Miss Yun earlier that I didn't notice who it was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's the traveler! You know, the one who even the Chi Sing will listen to.
What the... what have I gotten myself into? No need to get all worked up here. What we meant was,
Smetti di giocare a sport.
Yes, quite right. You are quite right. I'm disappearing into thin air as we speak. Just my luck.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea it was going to turn out like this.
Una colpa tua, I guess.
But I'm so ashamed. I don't know how I could face Miss Yun now. So please pass on my apologies to her.
Quindi c'è un altro finale che è la banda Yun Jin. Come osi? Mi interessa questo, poi mi interessa l'altro che rilasciamo a quel paese, sinceramente.
Did you find anything out?
Io non mi ha chiesto tipo oggetti che succede. Mi racconti cosa succede.
I see. Well, it's not unexpected. It's just a bit of a shame that I didn't get to talk with Yun for longer. She genuinely understands opera and has a passion for it. That's not something you can act. If I had the chance to talk with her more in depth, it could well provide me with some fresh inspiration.
Se fosse tu.
Yun Jin. Did you agree to another interview without notifying me?
Non ho detto nulla di problema.
These tabloid types are total scumbags, all of them. Who knows what innocent Sure, nothing might have come of it. Short of...
I'm
Prima.
Well, wallowing isn't gonna solve anything. Come on, go tell every... Geo Lord...
What happened? Ok. Ok. Devo avvisare il coso. Ah, che cacchio, mi fa un po' incavolare. Quindi... un contratto rigido, continuo a giocare. Andiamo a fare l'altro che parliamo con la ragazza. Gli diciamo di riportare tutto a Yun. Oh, stavo cadendo.
Are you ready to stop what? Just think.
But what...
You're as long as we...
Sarebbe bello aversi una cosa che skippi il dialogo.
No
per
one
cui
wants
se
to
lo
read
segui
about your case in point. That blunt
That's in...
cioè,
report
proprio
me.
ti schippa quello che
You
puoi dire.
better tread. You signed the
Cose
contract.
le sappiamo. E io dirò
Well, think very carefully about what you're going to do. This is a rare opportunity. Now, I need to think how to phrase these interview questions.
You... Hey, wait!
torna da giù. Miau.
Did you find anything out?
Beh, conti cosa è accaduto a Giungi?
I see. I knew there was something fishy about that editor-in-chief. But this is a bigger plot twist than I expected.
Dovremmo riferire a Migueletti?
Not yet. All he's done so far is ask a few questions. There's nothing in print yet. The Millilith wouldn't be able to do anything even if we got them involved. Besides, if we rush to report him now, it's only going to give him more material to write about.
Deve essere per forza qualche prova nella loro base operati. Non può essere la prima volta che lo fa. Non so se c'è qualche prova nella loro base operativa. Sono interessato a scegliere. Forse è la prima volta. Scegliamo questo.
You're right. But tabloids like theirs never have permanent offices and printing presses. The moment they hear anything, they'll disappear without a trace, and you've got no chance of catching them. I'm actually more concerned about another detail you told me. Would you be willing to do me another favor? I want to send a letter to that journalist.
Va bene?
Great, thank you.
No problem. Eugene inizia a stillare una lettera.
The editor should be here soon, so I'll stay here to deal with him. I'll have to rely on you to deliver the letter.
Va bene?
If everything goes well, we should be able to get some breathing room for a while.
Consegna la lettera a Mr. Shin. I'm gonna jump. Vedi una cosa del genere. Ah, I'm back. E tutti, what the fuck?
I've had it with you. Do you think contracts are just bits of paper? If we weren't on a tight deadline, you'd better believe I'd fire you right here on the spot. You will stay here and reflect on your actions if you know what's good for you. Sorry, but I'm not babysitting you anymore today.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Arrivi dopo che la poveretto era abbastanza distante.
You're the one who was with Miss Yun earlier.
Yun Jin ha scritto questa lettera.
Oh, really? Miss Yun wrote me a letter? Oh, I'll read it right away.
Sure, devo mettermi a posto la telecamera. Sempre più qua di là Ilu. Ilu. Sì,
Wow. Really? I can't believe this. Miss Yun says that under Liyue law, any penalty charge I have to pay may not substantially exceed the amount of my salary.
Qualsiasi penale mi trovasse a pagare non può superare l'importo corrispondente a quello del mio stipendio.
You can't have a labor contract that would completely bankrupt the employee in the event of a breach. It's not legally binding.
Non può esistere un contratto di lavoro che in caso di violazione faccia finire bancarotta di vendita.
So not only can he not get any money off of me, I can take this contract to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and blow the whistle on him. I didn't think about any of this when I was job hunting. I just signed the contract without a second thought.
I mean, c'è bisogno di soldi.
I always thought Miss Yun was all about opera. Who would have thought she was such a legal expert, too?
Ha pensato davvero a una bella sensazione. Una persona incredibile. Ha pensato.
If only I hadn't gone out of my way to get Miss Yun's attention in the first place, none of this would have happened. I didn't expect it to end up with Miss Yun helping fix my life problems.
Base operativa, riusciresti a farmi anche per...
Well, Mr. Boyi says I'm still on probation, so he won't tell me where their work location is. Plus, I give all my draft articles straight to him, so I don't have anything in the way of evidence.
Magari intenzioni di recensione una volta terminato per di prova. Welcome to Italy.
I wouldn't put it past him. But the letter says that my statement and the contract are enough to get the Millilith looking into it. If Miss Yun says so, I'm sure she must be right. Let's go confront him right now.
My God. Torna dalla sera da Teio per affrontare... Okay. Welcome to Italy. Allora, is the new Hitler. Mi piace sta versione.
Okay, I think I've covered this topic pretty thoroughly now. Unless you had any more questions?
Question.
Well, what can I say, Miss Yun? You have so many wonderful qualities. Let's not quit while the ball's rolling, huh? Otherwise, I'll think of something I didn't ask later, and by then, it'll be too late.
Okay.
So, hey, where's that, friend of yours who was here earlier? You guys seemed, pretty close.
Shut up.
Not intentionally avoiding the interview, surely.
I'm back. Back again.
You're finally back. This poor gentleman's been waiting for you.
You're with Yun? Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Yun, don't forget the contract you signed.
Che buffa, eravamo venuti a parlare proprio di qua.
The traveler clued me in. This contract you made me sign? It isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Isn't worth the paper it's written on? Don't be ridiculous. It's all there, clear as day. Don't you think I did my research?
Research? Oh, so you're a news editor. But you also have an interest in law?
Yeah, she's new, and she's making a fool of herself. She doesn't get how this all works. My apologies. Now, back to our interview?
She's sad.
No, it's okay. In fact, I found myself delving into some legal texts recently. It's all so intricate and complicated that it's very difficult to take it all in. The contracts of our opera troupe are a case in point. I'd finally finished reading through the relevant documentation from the Yuehai Pavilion when suddenly the Chising announced a new interpretation.
Sì, ma Niguana è sempre in mezzo alle bip.
So I'm just curious. How can you be completely sure that you didn't miss anything when you were researching this?
I'm pretty sure I read everything relevant.
Skippando varie pagine.
Under current legislation, the penalty terms in my labor contract are unreasonable and exploitative. I could report you to the Millilith for extortion.
Nonsense! That's ridiculous!
My goodness. Sir, it seems that we should probably bring this interview to a close here.
My God.
Don't listen to her! I run a legitimate business. Everything we do is above board.
Oh, I have no doubt about that at all, sir. But this reminds me of a case I read about not long ago. Once you get reported and the Millilith starts scrutinizing your business, well...
You are screwed.
Not only do they look into every license you have and every work you've ever published, but everything down to your fire safety policy will come under their magnifying glass as well.
Direttamente presa dagli Italiani, scusate.
So if you don't get back now and start preparing for their arrival... Well, I mean, I don't mind continuing the interview at all. But I'd hate to take up too much of your precious time if there's any aspect of your business you want to double-check from a legal standpoint.
You? I won't forget this!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Adesso scappa. Il redattore se ne va via dal panico.
Miss Yun, why did you stop me?
Inizio a girare tutte le prove non appena tornerà alla sede.
Right, and the contract I have is enough to get him arrested, isn't it?
I'm not a legal expert. I haven't the faintest idea. All that was just an act, aimed at getting him to show us the way.
Sei peggio di Ganyu.
An act? Show us the way to what? Yun Jin, the Millilith are after him. Based on his movements, it looks like Boyi is heading back to his headquarters. I really hope they teach these tabloids a lesson they won't forget. It'd sure make my life a lot easier.
Ah, pensa cosa succede.
Yes, I had Yunning report to the Millilith while you were delivering the letter for me.
Ah, ok.
The penalty terms in Yun's contract are too severe. Even if they don't violate the law, I'm sure he must be taking advantage of some loopholes. Anyone who works like that is sure to have a guilty conscience. So all I had to do was put on a little show starring the editor-in-chief of the Steambird. And now, he is sure to lead us to the solid evidence.
Non riesco a credere che tu non ci abbia avvertito.
Well, acting has to be authentic to be believable.
Their little publication will go out of business in no time. Good riddance, I say.
Tipo sua madre, lei.
I hope this gets the other tabloids to rein in their antics too. Hey, here's a thought. Maybe we could get him to rat on some of his rival publications.
Dice.
Ah, I only just realized what this means. I'm going to be out of a job, aren't I?
Come il resto di noi giovani italiani, esatto.
Well, would you still be interested in submitting an article to the Steambird? But the real one this time?
Wow,
Well, yes, of course. But would they really accept an article from me?
Yunning, when can we arrange the next interview for?
Oh, so now you're asking me. 2 days from now, morning. Work for you?
Okay. Shuryun, let's continue our discussion about tonight's play 2 days from now.
Does this mean I get to do a full feature interview with you?
sembra contento.
Okay. I think I know what I want to write about. Thank you, Miss Yun.
Che bello.
Don't mention it. I'm sure it will be a source of inspiration for both of us.
Ma ci sta. Yeah, forte. Forte sta foto, mi piace. Che già, quella, vabbè, la capa è tutta... Adesso voglio vedere invece la parte che non accettiamo un'intervista, non so se facciamo tutte le storie, perché adesso mi piacerebbe anche, prima di andarmene via, per lavorare, fare anche le altre, anche se ci vuole un poco. Devo prima un po' vedere. Mi piace questa foto. Ok, andiamo a vedere l'altra parte. Chissà perché sembrava un tipico argomento tra italiani. Che ridere. No, ho sbagliato. Continua a sbagliare. Oh mamma. West. E poi andiamo a fare il resto. Mi piace, me lo sono inventato sul momento. Riduce il consumo del vigore di tutti i membri del corpo. Ok. Qua. In uno che ci dà topazio. Mi up, dude. Vediamo di prenderci il topazio. Allora, questi due sono fatti. Dov'è che la troviamo? Lì è dove balliamo. Non è una visita dell'uccello a vapore. Ok, sta qua. E qua. Adesso. Aggiungi il piano. Ok, già fatto. No, non so se è questo.
Yun? Oh, wow, it's really
Ah,
you.
sì, è qua. Poi dicevano
I have just a few questions, if you don't mind.
Hey, get back here.
Are you a
Puoi
journalist?
pagare.
If you'd like to arrange an
Ci mancava
interview,
che
you'll have to
dicevano.
liaise with my manager.
Non puoi pagare
Sorry,
la
Miss Young,
persona
but don't mind her.
così tanto
She's
poco
just new and
Miss Yun,
quanto la legge.
I'm interested to know.
Io qua schippo, tanto queste cose qua le abbiamo dette ieri sera.
Yes,
Praticamente
based on
lei
the
è
original script,
un'appassionata
that
di
scene
opera
Animated.
e allora parlano tra di
Yes,
loro
yes,
e gli chiedono
but
e
delicate
si stanno
and
appassionando
graceful, like a
tra loro
crane.
due della passione insomma che hanno,
Sorry,
parlano
which
sempre
publication
più
are you from?
appassionatamente.
How come I haven't met you?
Oh, I...
Che il
well,
capo gli dice
Ah, yeah, we're from the... We were
dobbiamo
based in
parlare di
Fonte...
cose
Oh, I
più
see.
personali.
Then it's no wonder. You're
that's...
Miss Yun,
Actually,
non vuole,
I'm afraid that-
Gina anche non è contenta. Vediamo di cosa riesco e consultiamo prima la tua gente. Se schiacci questo facciamo quell'altra roba che abbiamo fatto prima. Vediamo di cosa riesco.
Yes, you're right.
Ok, questo è nuovo, quindi è uno schifo.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid the troupe is pretty strict about the rules for this kind of thing, so we'll have to do this one by the book. Please liaise with my manager, and we can do this interview another day.
Ok. Quello di Niguan sarà interessante.
The Steambird is a highly reputable publication, so I'm sure my manager won't give you a hard time. Once the interview is arranged, I'll be very happy to answer any and all questions you have.
Quella di Niguan forse sarà ancora più interessante perché è una serpe, quella.
But fair enough. Sorry if we're being intrusive. Please forgive us. We'll leave you in peace. Hey, come on, quit dawdling.
Yes, I'm coming. Bye, Miss Yun!
Hey, wait! That's the wrong way if you wanted to talk to my manager.
They're gone, I guess.
Oh well, never mind.
Never mind.
I have a friend who works for a paper. I'll ask them later.
Ok.
For now, though, the top priority is making good on our plans. Now that I think about it, I've turned down 3 social engagements tonight. Come with me. Our plan is the only one remaining, so let's make the most of it.
Va bene. Speriamo che è quello lì che ti dà le 3 pietre. A parte che non ho nessuno giro, però. Raggiungi la rocca di sci. Sarei curioso perché puoi anche scegliere un altro ristorante. Fa qualche differenza? No. Con mana si fa una bella.
I can smell the fragrance of food in the air. Yes, Cherhu Rock is definitely the place to go after a performance.
Che cavolo, non me lo ricordo. Mandando al ristorante Ramino le 3 ciote, che ho fatto ieri. E mandando le 3 ciote.
Oh, so you're a regular in Cherhu Rock too, huh? Third Round Knockout has a great view. It's the perfect place to drink some tea and listen to a good story. It's also a favorite of one of my most faithful audience members.
Non è
But
posto
at
dove.
the same time, it's lacking a little pizzazz. Hey, have you been to Chen the Sharp's place before? His grilled tigerfish is the best around.
No.
Third Round Knockout and One Min Restaurant are both great restaurants. But when it comes to barbecue, this is the place to go.
Ok.
Enjoying some nice food and drink, sitting by the hot coals in the cool breeze? Let's go.
Mi piace che basta una roba totalmente. Ah, lui. Cambia totalmente la storia.
Tigerfish! Grilled tigerfish, hot off the grill!
Come impari
Oh, hey there. Is this a Miss Yun which I see before me?
che
It's been a while. What'll it be? The usual?
Yes, please. I'm out with my friend today. Let's start with a plate of stir-fried meat and a handful of skewers. And of course, some grilled tigerfish. 2, please. One with just a hint of chili,
Porca miseria.
and the other one,
Molto piccante come la tua, speziata come di consueto. Boh. Speziata. Piccante a me non mi piace. Speziata.
Got it. Your grilled tigerfish will be ready soon.
Personalmente, sto giro non facciamo roleplaying perché sinceramente
Do you want any
non
drinks
so
with
neanche
that?
cosa piace al nostro personaggio. Avete anche da
Yeah, I don't advertise it though, because it's just something I'm experimenting around with for fun.
È una voce familiare, ho già
Miss
sentito.
Yun likes a drink with her barbecue, so I ended up getting her to try them out for me. So, would you two like some tea, or?
anything new?
Upsi,
Well, I managed to scrounge some milk from Dongsheng next door.
scoccare.
A merchant from Mondstadt told me a while back that there's this popular drink doing the rounds there called milk tea. I tried my hand at making it too, but the response has been kind of lukewarm. Still way off being ready to add to my menu.
Non sto scherzando, ho già
Tea
sentito
with
questa
milk?
voce.
Sorry, milk tea? It might not be the best thing for my throat, but if I'm just having a little taste, I mean, I think it should be fine. Oh, but what about you? Anything you want to drink? Okay, let's get yours in first. And then, I'll have one of each if that's all right. I'd like to try them all.
Porca miseria.
Okie dokie. And here's your tiger fish, fresh off the grill.
Come on, let's enjoy it while it's still hot. Piping hot barbecue and a nice cool drink is the best sensation.
Sì, sì. Mangi la carne e la ricotta con giungì.
That was great. Shame about these drinks, though. I only had a little sip of each one, so there's a lot left over.
Lo vuoi fare con giocheresti?
Well, I mean, I could just drink them, but they're a little bland for me. Nothing that special.
Ripeto, come ho detto ieri, siamo passati a salvare il mondo, aiutare la segretaria a tornare a Gagno, a tornare nel mondo degli umani. Adesso stiamo cercando di capire qual è la bevandaggio.
I guess he must have toned down the flavors to make them palatable for a wider range of customers.
Il gioco è
We could
Giro
just
Handle qui.
add some flavor back in? In fact, do you know the hot pot game?
No.
Let's play the hot pot game with the leftover drinks. I'll add some extra ingredients based on my tastes, then you try to guess what I added. Sound good?
Tipo peperoncino. ci
Don't
metti
worry.
nel latte.
After mixing in the new ingredients, I'll also drink half, so I won't add any weird stuff.
Guarda che gioco funziona così.
We don't need to worry about every last detail. Come on, I'll go grab some ingredients from the shop next door. Once you've psyched yourself up, come and join me.
Allora, congiungo.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
What should I try?
Vabbè, quando c'hai i soldi puoi anche andare in giro a fare shopping quando
Get
vuoi.
ready. Oh, and no peeking.
Evita il suo sgarro o sbircia. Vedi.
It's ready. Let me try it first.
Che
Pretty
cacchio.
good. Your turn.
Yun non sembra aver agito in modo particolare. Assaggio mi rifiuto. Oggi guess. All'inizio non si sente nulla, ma poco dopo arriva un'esplosione di umami con un sentore di mare. Assaggio nuovamente. E qualcosa di solido che galleggiava nella bevanda aveva un sapore intenso e rinfrescante. Sopra la fine in fondo. No, ti prego, non dimmi che devo ricordarmi tutte queste cose. I sapori complessi di una ricca zuppa colpiscono una parte posteriore del palato. Come hai fatto a bere mantenendo quell'espressione?
Huh? Oh, just regular facial expression control. Besides, it's nothing that unusual. I think it tastes okay, doesn't it?
Ma incredibilmente davvero un buon sapore. Quella bevanda è una specie di Mannaggia.
So did you work out what ingredients I added?
Well, that's something. Lo sapevo già, perché non sono stato via. Allora, ha detto qualcosa. Ma tofu non. Uova di granchio ricco, riso e sale. Uova, granchio, tofu e sale. Però questo. Se ho sbagliato non mi fucilo sul posto.
Close, but not quite.
Vabbè. And you're dead.
We can try some more combinations next time.
Oh?
I wonder what kind of new flavors I could create with some more traditional teas, like pine nectar or snow blossom.
No,
I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
non pensavo che fossi così fuori dal palco. I personaggi che interpreti sono completamente diversi. Pensavo che eri così fuori.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance. So in that sense, I can't say it's incorrect to conflate an actor and the characters they play on some level. But there are many more sides of me than the few you see on stage. So ultimately, yes, I am not the same person on stage as I am off stage. Sometimes, when I get letters from people, I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof.
In effetti lo sai.
I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise, when I get invited along to banquets and so on, I have to make sure to keep myself calm and composed the whole night.
Come composto. Potevo fare arancia come quando ci giocavamo. Peccato, la tua personalità è sicuramente quella più bella. L'immagine che hai quando sei in scena è quella che colpisce di più, inevitabile. In effetti, quando abbiamo fatto le missioni di Shenmue mi ha veramente colpito la sua cioè la sua voce è un po' strana, dico la verità, ma io non conosco il giapponese, cos'è coreano che parlava? Non lo so. L'immagine che ha in scena che colpisce molto, quello sì. Per fuori dal ma
You think so? So you prefer the way I am on stage too?
oh.
It's fair enough. After all, every detail of my onstage presence, from the songs to the costumes and makeup, is carefully crafted for maximum appeal. And I've worked hard to try and cultivate an image that appeals to everyone, regardless of age or gender. But if I can't lighten up and joke around, even with my closest friends when I'm off stage, that's a real bummer. Never mind. Talking about this is just going to kill the mood. Tonight was about me showing my gratitude to you. So, did you have a good time? Is there anything else you want? Like something to remember the evening by? A souvenir, perhaps? Anything you can think of?
Un autografo. What? What? Oh.
Okay. Here you go.
È già una prova.
Well, people ask me for autographs all the time. Usually what they want is a signed picture of me on stage. Apparently that makes it more valuable. Yun Jin suggested that I keep a bunch of them on hand at all times to make things easier.
Non volevo
Ah,
offendere
yes.
nessuno.
That one is a picture from the Divine Damsel of Devastation. I have one just like it on my wall at home.
Hey, are you guys talking about Miss Yoon's autograph photos? I have one in the store too.
Così tutti ne hanno una.
Well, what do you think? Is this souvenir valuable enough for you?
È incavolata. Forse è vero, ricordo non era presentato da una foto autografata. Ma non è che volevo dire chissà che cosa. Ok, adesso mi sento, beh, tanto devo sbloccare quando mi ricordo.
Fate has called us,
No, insomma, mi è piaciuta tanto la missione di
cannot be
Shenmue,
changed, nor can it be
non
reversed.
intendevo, non volevo fare rompivip. Vabbè, allora a questo punto che facciamo? Ah, abbiamo sbloccato il topazio facendo quello lì più schifoso del te, ok. Allora adesso per sbloccare anche l'altro. Palcoscenico dietro, allora continuiamo. Perché se ne frega.
We can try some more combinations.
Possiamo
I wonder. I can't wait to try it out. I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Ok, fuori così.
Huh. Well, people do often say that getting deep into a character is about identifying the part of you that is similar to them and bringing that into the performance.
Rispetto a Noelle e agli altri, questo sembra già un po' più
So in that sense, I can't say
da
that
uscire
there are
fuori,
many
cioè.
more. Sometimes, when I get
Ripeto,
letters
queste
from
cose
people,
qua
I can tell from the way they write that they see me as someone cold and aloof.
non sto scherzando, non l'ho mai sperimentate.
I can write back, but I have to be very careful about what I say. Likewise,
Non sono male. Non sono... che faccio? Non sono male, per carità, cioè nel senso che penso che c'è delle persone dietro che hanno lavorato su questo, ma sinceramente io sono più disesperto, questo lo sapete già. Come ho detto l'altra volta, dico la verità, fare queste missioni qua, già off camera mi vergognerei di brutto, ma on camera ancora peggio. No, sono carine, però boh. Sinceramente speravo una missione così con Gagno, però adesso mi è piaciuta la missione di Gagno col cutscene che lei aveva un bellone sotto la pioggia e diceva non sono proprio un'umana, uffa, non è giusto, e poi la aiuti, rimane più contenta e poi alla fine fai qualcosa, fai... no? E mi è piaciuto perché ha molto parlato appunto di essere introverto, molto parlato di essere in un posto dove secondo te non viene accettato, poi magari non è vero, o non rimanere sempre chiuso in sé. Mi è piaciuto, anche quella di Yun Jin mi è piaciuta tantissimo. Però queste sono... lo so. Già quella di Lisa era stranissima. Vabbè. La tua personalità fuori dal parco è...
I bought you one drink, okay? That's not a license for you to start saying weird stuff like that.
ecco.
Well, never mind. You seemed like you were being sincere. I'll let it go.
Ci tirava una lanciata dietro.
All I was trying to say is that everyone has many different sides to their personality. And if you get fixated on just one of those, there's so much you'll never discover about a person.
Che strano però, allora, quello dell'autografo non mi piaceva. E questo non mi piace.
I mean, if we hadn't had the chance to hang out and chat like this tonight, there are things about you I might never have gotten to see. Like the mighty and distinguished traveler, diligently reviewing my hot pot drinks.
Io pensavo che fossi la classica attrice in basso. Io pensavo che fossi sempre sì.
Me? Serious? On stage, I guess, but off stage. Just think of me as another one of your friends. Just one who happens to have a flair for the dramatic. So, friend, what shall we do next? Something to remember today by?
Una foto, I guess?
Get a photo? You mean capture this happy moment for posterity so we can look back on it later?
Più senso?
Sounds good. Let's have the food stall in the background.
Ok.
Now how should I pose?
Aspetta, una foto con Yun Jin. Ah! Dobbiamo fare, no? Oh, uffa, quando fa così, aspetta. Non posso fare la foto con... non ci siamo noi? Ok. Che strano, era incavolata nera adesso. Sembra che non c'è una. Forse una via di mezzo, c'è diverse cose in diverse conversazioni, ma sinceramente a me va bene così. L'importante è prenderci e... cioè sarei curioso. Che abbiamo fatto?
It looks good. I hope whenever you look at this photo in the future, it will remind you of the good time we had today.
E ci salutiamo qui.
Hold on.
Wait.
How is one photo going to be enough? We'll both need one if we want something to remember each other by.
Va bene.
You take this one, and I'll take another photo of you.
Ok.
But could you find another location for us? I'm thinking somewhere around Feiyun Slope with a good view.
Vicino al pendio di Fame.
I'll join you in a moment. I have something to prepare here first.
Questa è già un po' più lunga come missione. Dove devo andare? Pendio di Fame. Fossi già io nel gioco direi. Dove è? Aspetti un po'.
Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
Cosa devi preparare? Non è stata così lunga.
The view here is great. The lights, the buildings, it's the ideal spot.
Ora
I could see
fatti-
you chose it carefully. Yes, this angle is perfect.
Facci la foto.
Okay, strike a pose and close your eyes.
Chiudere gli occhi per una foto, sì così.
Yes, please. Quickly now.
Va bene. Chiudi gli occhi. Senti una serie di scricchioli come di un supporto di legno che viene aperto e disposto per terra. Così. Dopodiché senti dei passi leggeri seguirti dalla voce di Yun Jin vicino al tuo orecchio.
Get ready.
Va bene.
3, 2, 1. Open your eyes.
Sì. Guarda. Si è messa in braccio. Che forte.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Thank you.
Una foto ricordi? Che mi è piaciuta dai? Questa. Pensavo Friendzone. Ok, so abbiamo completato tutti i finali di solo che queste cose raggiungono anche in più. Ci sarebbe Beidou da provare, però sono curioso di Guan. Niguan sarà una cosa bestiale perché è una serpe.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Allora, abbiamo chiuso gli occhi. Poi ha preso una pedana di legno e l'ha messa lì davanti. Ah sì, perché ha fatto l'autoscalo. Ok. Ai ai. Vediamo cosa vuole. Non è che non mi piace come personaggio, nel senso che alla fin fine non è poi così cattiva, però diciamoci la verità, una serve. Dobbiamo poi fare boss insieme, se entra qualcuno volentieri facciamo qualche boss, se vuole. Tanto per cambiare un po'. Io devo cambiare pure le notifiche del telefono perché sembrano tutte uguali. Così sembra che qualcuno mi scriva sempre un messaggio per lavoro, ma... Eccola! La serpe, eh?
Huh?
What?
It looks like all our problems are solved. Welcome to the Jade Chamber.
Oh, great. I have no idea what we would have done otherwise.
Cosa dobbiamo fare?
I didn't think we'd really manage to get you here.
Ok.
This was a last-minute situation, and you're the one we trust the most.
Beh, speriamo che sia qualcosa di più.
To put it simply, we are just looking for the right person to help. We had a very long discussion about it, but to no avail.
Speriamo che sia una missione più... Let's go save Hyrule for self-redemption.
I have tasked my 3 most trusted secretaries with overseeing an important auction tomorrow.
Ok.
This, however, leaves their regular duties unattended to, and the work cannot afford to go undone. The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential, so whomever I ask to fill in needs to be someone I can trust, and who doesn't have a conflict of interest.
Hai pensato a me? Non credo di essere all'altezza. Su una job interview direi...
Yes, you were the person who came to mind.
Okay.
We may not have spent a great deal of time together, but I do place a great deal of trust in you.
Va bene.
To me, this work is highly sensitive and of utmost importance, though I'm sure you'll find it to be mundane at best. It would not surprise me if you can't bear the tedium or can't make the time. And yet, despite this, I thought it could do no harm to ask the question, on the off chance that you are interested. As it happens, I was just having a discussion on backup plans with my secretaries before you arrived.
Penso che se dici di no porterà il finale più bello.
But the outcome of that discussion was that we couldn't think of a suitable alternative.
This is a good reminder that we should always have a contingency plan for everything.
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you, but the fact is, your arrival here has rescued what was fast becoming a rather dire situation indeed.
Di quanto noi stiamo parlando? Se soddisfa I tuoi requisiti allora.
I wouldn't worry. It's all work you'll be quite familiar with. Planning trips, gathering pertinent information, that sort of thing.
Oh.
All basic skills required by competent adventurers, if I'm not mistaken.
Un tentativo.
If you have any questions about your work, I will answer them shortly. The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only one aspect. You'll also be required to cater for Lady Ningguang's basic daily needs, such as clothing and meals, and be on call for any other requests she may have.
Perché non può farlo da sola, in effetti. Io lo sketcherei, io...
Don't be mistaken. I won't put you in a difficult position, and I will fully respect your judgment. All right. Please proceed to the office. Baisha will go over the work with you in more detail.
It's the 3rd time today, what the...
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Okay, let's go.
Vabbè. Noi dietro un ufficio, non l'hai mai pensato? Vediamo. Se ci parla. I'm here.
Before I get into specifics, I want to start by giving you the big picture.
Okay.
As a member of the Liyue Qixing, Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. Maintaining her perfect image at all times is absolutely essential.
Okay.
My usual job is to be her right hand, to maintain her image and take care of all her worries.
Okay.
For example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her, dressing her, applying her perfume.
Tutte cose intanto? Io che ti scintillano
You misunderstand me. I am simply trying to impress upon you the sheer importance of the work you will be undertaking.
Baisha has always been very passionate about her work. I can leave any task in her capable hands, and rest assured that her performance will be nothing short of exemplary.
Okay.
I'm sure she was simply trying to share some of her enthusiasm, in the hopes that you may find it infectious.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Back to the topic at hand. Let's get into the details. Bai Xiao and Bai Wen handle tasks that require enormous experience, while I'm mainly responsible for organizing her daily schedule and making sure she is well fed, dressed for any occasion, and that all her needs are met.
Voglio il tuo lavoro.
I can go through the methods I use and give you some pointers based on my experience to ensure that you are fully equipped to perform your duties.
Sono semplice routine giornaliera, non ci sarà un problema.
All in a day's work for the traveler, hmm? Great. Then I'll skip that and just get to the handover of duties. Currently, there are 133 items that have yet to be scheduled, 17 of which are high importance, and...
133?
Yes, I did try to make a start in advance, but only got as far as roughly prioritizing the tasks before I ran out of time. I'll go through the most important items with you in more detail. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to stop me with questions at any point.
Ok, non voglio più il tuo lavoro.
First is the periodic meeting with the representatives of the 8 trades. After that, fielding opinions on revisions to the current tax legislation.
Ok.
Then, a discussion with Lady Kuching on issues relating to time restrictions on land conveyance deals. Following that, there's a Q&A session with all the major commerce guilds.
In merito ai limiti temporali sugli accordi dei trasporti via terra, una sessione di domande e risposte con la guilda dei commercianti.
Right after that, there's...
Come... Aspetta un attimo, devo comprendere il lavoro di Ningguang così a fondo per darmi idea sui impegni.
Yes, you do. To the uninitiated, scheduling may sound like a simple process of matching tasks to time slots, but there is actually far more to it than that.
Non voglio più il tuo lavoro.
You need to take travel time into account, along with a whole spectrum of potential issues that can arise. Ample knowledge of all outside factors that may weigh upon your Plan A is essential to devise a workable contingency plan.
Perché non può essere così tutto così semplice?
I assume this is all
Io
making
volevo
sense.
semplicemente fargli
Unless you had any
la
other questions at this point?
Non credo che sia a posto. In realtà non ci ho capito. Non continuerà a parlare così a lungo.
Good. Then let's press on. We're tight on time here, and there's a lot to get through. And we still need to leave enough time for you to prepare Lady Ningguang's schedule.
Non c'è bisogno, mi sembra che non c'è poi.
Already? Wow. You're a fast learner. Very good. This will be much more efficient.
Wonderful. Then I'll be counting on you to provide my schedule for tomorrow.
Oh, quindi meglio io.
I'm grateful for your assistance. Now, I will leave you here in peace to proceed with your work. I still have a few items from today's schedules that need addressing. If anything else is unclear, you can ask Bai Shi.
Take care, Lady Ningguang.
Bene, è il momento di evitare le cose troppo complicate. È il momento di impegnarsi seriamente. Consegna a Baishi l'agenda che hai preparato. 1. Fare colazione, lavarsi, cambiarsi, prepararsi a uscire. Avanzare con la donna d'affari Lucra del padiglione Yue. Yue. Scambiare informazioni, incontrare informatori. Andare al padiglione Yue e partecipare alla conferenza. Fare un passo leggero, concludere le trattative rimaste in sospeso dopo la conferenza e tornare alla dimora di Giada. Esplorare dei primi 3 punti sono flessibili e condizionati da eventuali sviluppi. Conferenza di cui al punto 4 previsto per la sera si consiglia di arrivare.
Good. You factored in both priority and efficiency, and produced a rigorous and well-structured schedule. You've clearly considered it from every angle.
Ah, sì.
Excellent work. You've got quite a knack for this. Please be here at the Jade Chamber tomorrow morning before Lady Ningguang wakes up and start preparing based on the schedule.
Ah, prima fare l'agenda e poi il giorno dopo.
With you helping out here, we will be able to focus fully on the auction. It will be quite a complicated affair.
Perché domani va tutto bene.
I hope so too. You must be exhausted. Make sure you get an early night tonight.
Ah, bene. Attendi fino al giorno successivo. Alle 8, alle 9 di sera. Immagino, arrivi in ritardo. Sono già 8, oggi le 8. Inizia che siamo stati tutta la sera. Adesso questa qua ci insulta. Non è tanto brava secondo me, vieni in banco. C'è modo per mettere il numero, scusate. Voglio fare il rompiscatole. Devo starnutire. Non mi prendete un infarto perché io sto 3 ore così con il naso che prude poi.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Wake up! You wanna You wanted to.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing.
Vabbè.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Non sono riuscito a dormire. Come al solito. Se fosse una job interview direi come al solito.
That's good. I was worried you'd be a little uncomfortable. Now then, the schedule. Let's see what you have for me today. Item 1. Lunch at Lioli Pavilion with Miss Lua Chiao. Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. I need to make sure I'm well prepared for this.
Una tua amica?
No, someone I've never met before. Today's lunch will be our first time meeting each other.
È solo un pranzo, cosa c'è da preparare esattamente?
She's paying a high price for my time, and I intend to make sure she gets her money's worth. Otherwise, tens of millions of mora is rather a high price for lunch, even one at Lioli Pavilion. Wouldn't you say?
Che decida di botta! Ok, questa è piena di soldi.
That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing to pay for a lunch opportunity with me.
Non ho mai visto sorridere.
To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. I too was rather surprised to see it become so expensive.
Oh my god.
Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made a rule that my time would go to the highest bidder.
Oh my.
Gradually, it developed into a lucrative business.
Una sorta di investimento.
Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking to buy my time are business people who believe that whatever they spend now, they will make back several times over in due course. Naturally, for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market, the bottom line is having the requisite experience and expertise. All I can do for them is share whatever insight I may have.
Più senso.
As for how much my insight is worth in terms of mora, everyone has their own idea. There is no standardized way to measure something like
Quindi è
this.
così che ragionano le persone ricche. Sembrerebbe.
You're a very lucky person, you know. You get to sit in on this lunch for free. In the hands of a professional business person, the kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of mora.
Allora, ascolterò. Allora questo potrebbe essere letteralmente lezione. Ascolterò.
There's no need to be nervous, of course. Now, let's have some breakfast before we leave.
Fai colazione? Mamma mia, sembra lavoro veramente. Che cacchio.
Did you organize this entire breakfast?
Ho solo deciso l'orario. Non ho mai visto. Credo che l'abbia organizzato Banshee. Ho solo deciso l'orario.
I know what's going on then. Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chamber's chef's cooking. This kind of food tastes far less satisfying if left out for too long.
Grazie. Venivamo, vi ho detto, è una colazione latte.
What do you think? Is the food to your liking?
Ho mangiato molto più del previsto.
Oh, don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space, or you might miss out on some even better food. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes.
Fai spesso colazione con le segretarie?
On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit-down meal. There's an awful lot to get done most of the time. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself.
Non so se il cibo che preparo sarebbe il tuo alimento. Beh, io non sono malaccio come cuoco.
Relax, I'm just joking. Baishar probably made arrangements yesterday to add a few extra dishes to the breakfast menu. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked diligently. My secretaries and I are very grateful to you.
Yep.
Treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation.
Era tutto ottimo come al pagoda di Yun.
Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't compromise on it.
In effetti.
If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working. Well, I'm done eating. We should get ready, then head off to Leoli Pavilion.
Okay.
I have some preparations to make first. Could you bring my clothes to my room, please?
Devo un cambio di vestiti.
I need a change of mood, and a change of clothes will facilitate that.
Oh mio Dio, questo. Madò,
Who knows? Perhaps you will have a completely different impression of me after I change outfits.
Va bene.
I
ho
already
fatto
instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. You can fetch it from her.
Ah, dobbiamo andare da Yang.
Thank you. I'll be in my room.
Va bene. Così ti fai una pausa. Scommetto. Che dice tanto, mi sa che se fa una pausa.
Hello, how may I help?
Devo per ritirare i vestiti.
Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment. I'll go and get them.
No, voglia. Queste missioni,
Here
non
you
so,
are.
mi piaceva di
Please
più
give this to
l'altra.
Lady Ningguang.
Ho messo un po'.
Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not just clothes either. There are all kinds of jewelry and ornaments.
Quindi che possiamo rubare.
Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. We're currently right in the middle of that, so everything's in a bit of a mess.
Immagina che sia
That's
un
why it
tipico
took me a little
programma di
time to find this for you. Anyway, you can take it now. Thanks for coming to pick it up.
Dai, vestito, Annika. Toc toc.
Did you get it?
Scatola per vestiti. Potevi dare i vestiti, no?
Ah, this is the one. Please, wait for a moment.
Va bene. Qualche minuto dopo la porta si apre. Sei vestita come che ci?
I had this specially tailored recently, and I must say, I'm really rather fond of it. What do you think? Be honest. I just want to know your first impression.
È stupendo, di classe. Di cazzo penne.
Phew. Thank you. I was actually a little nervous. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more self-confident.
A te starebbe. Ok. Figurati tanto.
If you're second-guessing how you look, you can forget about looking glamorous. Even the finest garments in the world would look out of place on you.
Ma chissà quanto ho speso.
That's why your affirmation matters so much to me.
Ok.
All right, let's head to Leoli Pavilion.
Però non dura tutto il giorno sta missione. Perché cacchio? Vai al padiglione per il banchetto. Facciamo i pazzi per la cosa sto arrivando. Aspetta, non posso semplicemente andarmene da qua. Non è Skyrim, vero? Beh, sì, dico la verità, visto bene. Aspetta. Vestiti tra virgolette da casa che c'era, quelli lì costeranno 2 milioni, questo quello lì costerà 10, vedi? Qui non ho ancora caricato la mappa, tanto dobbiamo solo entrare qua. Si vede che entreremo altre volte. Inizi che queste missioni sono lunghissime. Ciao.
Lady Ningguang.
Oh my god.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Robe da ricchi, insomma.
Great. Well, let's leave the formalities aside from now on and make this just a friendly chat.
Okay.
This is the Traveler. I'm assuming you've heard of him. He happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited him to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with him, too.
Okay.
Do you mind if he sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise to be dining with the illustrious Traveler, too.
In effetti pensavo che mi presentassi come il suo segretario provvisorio.
I've always been fascinated by you and your adventures. There's so many questions I'd love to ask you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. Look at me, getting all overexcited. I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but recently I've been considering branching out into some other markets.
Settore tessile.
That's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know there'd be a surprise guest involved, too. So, the rumors are true then.
What?
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know, the rumors about the two of you, Lady Ningguang and the Traveler, having a closer than average relationship.
Vi dà l'idea che mi sto facendo certe figure di M davanti a Twitch, vero? Pesante. Well, that escalated quickly, quite a bit. Ma beh, immagino che è lei che ha pagato 10 milioni, puoi sparare qualsiasi cosa, penso che quando hai 10 milioni.
You haven't heard? Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships.
It's quite cringe.
And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Io fa attenzione a come rispondo.
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but
What?
I don't see anything unusual about it.
Wait, what?
The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today.
But
Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire him on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Oh, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
oddio, quando facciamo una missione del capitano.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, all she brings me is a headache. I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact, the timing is always so suspiciously coincidental, I can't help but wonder if she's doing it on purpose.
Chissà quanto dura sta missione, sembra un
Investment opportunities? Oh, do you mean the luminescent spine business? I hear that's been all the rage recently.
No, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just empty hype.
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent spines to make it work?
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. You have to wonder, if the news is spreading like wildfire, who's fanning the flames? I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines far exceeds the profits that could be made on the end product. So I would advise you to be cautious.
I see. Well, I was planning to get your opinion on how to get started in that business.
sì?
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say, but I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn every more you own, and you should be just as careful spending it as you were making it.
Tutto nel segno.
You think so too, huh?
Fai almeno delle ricerche prima di investire il tuo denaro.
Okay, got it. If that's what both of you think, I'll take my time and not rush into anything.
Cioè, tu hai speso 10 milioni per sentire noi due parlare.
Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into an industry that I'm genuinely interested in getting involved with.
Discorsi continui.
Lady Ningguang, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. I didn't know how much we'd get through, but you've answered every question I wanted to ask.
Good. I'm glad I could be of some help.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful business person in Liyue Harbor. You think clearly, you are very knowledgeable, and you keep yourself well informed. It would take me a very long time to come anywhere close to your level.
Ha saltato un pezzo. No? Ecco perché così tanta gente è disposta a pagare per passare il tempo libero.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored?
No, trovo la cosa interessante.
Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
Un principiante, hai spiegato tutta la perfezione e sono riuscito a seguire il discorso. Vorrei fare un tentativo in futuro. Principiante, ma hai spiegato tutta la perfezione. Sono riuscito a seguire il discorso. Vorrei fare un tentativo in futuro. Sono riuscito a seguire il discorso. Vorrei fare un tentativo.
Ah, so you want to be my competitor? Well then, I suppose I'll have to start looking over my shoulder. Or how about this? I'll invest in you early on, before you make it big.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was everything I was hoping for and more. I can't wait to try out everything I've learned.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon.
Vai, ragazzi. Adesso dobbiamo uscire.
Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have something planned next? I'm a little concerned about the auction. I wonder how my secretarial trio is getting along.
Preoccuparti, sono molto in gamba. Poi possiamo andarci a dare un'occhiata. Non lo so. Che ho paura che combinino guai veramente. Vabbè, sono molto in gamba.
Yes, you're right. Whatever happens, they can handle it.
Sarei stato curioso di vedere com'era la storia.
In that case, what's next on the schedule?
Incontrare informatori.
Ah, okay then. Yes, it's been some time since I last caught up with them. Let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first. I need to pick up something before meeting them.
Una cosa piena di soldi. Ma scusa, basta. Per quello che tu te la adorano, perché basta che va a comprare una cosa a lei e ti fai lo stipendio per 3 mesi, anche di più. Ti fai lo stipendio per 6 mesi. Se compra una collana, 6 mesi. Di stipendio. Ma quel costume lì che c'ha lei puoi ottenere? Curiosità. Magari no. Oh. No, va su Genshin, no? È uguale a Genshin.
Hello. I'm here to collect the item I handed in for repair.
Ah, Lady Ningguang. One moment, please. I'll fetch it immediately.
Very good. Don't rush now. Please, handle it with care.
Cosa di molto prezioso? You have a blast.
Yes, and no. You probably imagine that Mingxing Jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods.
Questa è la mia impressione. In effetti. No, però lei ci ha spiegato che, beh, no, sì, lo penso anch'io perché ci sono delle cose anche che loro hanno in edizioni limitate.
The workers here are very skilled, so I like to come to them when I need something custom made. This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair. The item is quite ordinary. In fact, the cost of the repair was more than the item was ever worth.
È un oggetto piuttosto ordinario, tanto che costa del stato superiore allo stesso valore. Quindi,
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. Please inspect it and see whether you're satisfied
il
with our work.
pettine sembra tu sei andato da una gioielleria per farti aggiustare
We
il
did
pettine.
everything we could to restore it to its original condition. You'll still see a few marks on there, though. This was unavoidable because of how badly damaged the item was.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you for your hard work.
Hai ragione, abbastanza ordinario.
Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. It reminds her of her mother. My informants often provide me with extremely important information. It's only fair that I endeavor to meet any requests they have in return. Trust is of far greater importance than profit in the relationship between me and my informants.
Pensavo che le informazioni si potessero solo comprare con una
It's understandable to think that way, and in the vast majority of cases, you'd be completely right. But things are a little different with these particular informants. Mora doesn't get you very far with this crowd. And this only makes me all the more excited to meet with them. Thank you for the repair, Xingxi. This is a great help.
Oh, don't mention it. It's always a pleasure, Lady Ningguang.
Let's go and meet them.
Più li ascolto, più mi cadono le braccia. Sembra proprio quelle persone, no? Anche che incontri nella realtà. Io a casa ho 50.000 PlayStation 5, non puoi sapere. Guarda, c'è tutte le cose, l'edizione limitata. A me mi cade il braccio. Io sono tipo, io ho computer, mi piace giocare. No, te non puoi capire, non puoi capire. Sembra proprio quella persona lì, no? Che dici, ecco, esatto. Mona e una bimba. Ehi! Sono dei ragazzi! Ah, zia!
Hi, Auntie Ningguang.
Oh.
Hello, my dears. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Ah, sono dei informatori, bambini.
Yes, indeed. And they are some of my most reliable helpers and friends. I didn't want to involve them in intelligence gathering for me at first, but they, on the other hand, were so enthusiastic about the idea that I thought it couldn't hurt to try. I treated it as a little game between us.
Perché stai facendo...
It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while they were at it. So, it was a win-win.
Stai sfruttando dei bambini.
So, fill me in. How have you all been doing?
Zia Niguan.
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool trips recently. It's been loads of fun. But you didn't do your homework, did you? Yeah, but it's not my fault. You still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor is in a new age now, and we've got a really important part to play.
This new age started after that great battle, you know.
Spero che avrebbe avuto un impatto così profondo.
Well, this is a dramatic change, unique in all of the millennia of Liyue's history. Everyone is eager to do their part and make their mark in the age of humanity. What about you, Nan? You haven't said anything yet, and you're looking a little unhappy.
I'm fine. Just don't know what to say.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came into the harbor the day before yesterday. Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then the people on the boat started unloading all these crates. There was a salty kind of fishy smell in the air. Ugh.
Questi sono i bambini che riaiutiamo a giocare, che fanno finta di essere pirati. E poi ci danno la roba, allora la danno Niguan la roba, ma che...
Oh, I see. That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the open ocean. How much cargo were they carrying? Remember, I taught you how you can tell.
Qua sta usando dei bambini.
I made sure to look at the waterline, just like you said. They looked really full this time.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made quite a big catch. The heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water. So you can tell how heavily loaded a vessel is from the height of the waterline. How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship. But it's something you can tell from experience, at least for the kinds of vessels you see regularly.
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can tell with just one look.
Bravo.
A few days ago, I heard some people saying that a big merchant from Fontaine is coming soon to buy luminescent spines. They said that when they get here, the price will go up a lot.
Oh, really?
Al contrario di quello che hanno detto che non è Niguan. Ah, sei sbagliato.
Who did you hear this from? Do you remember what they looked like?
No, I don't remember.
All right, never mind. So, how about what they said? Do you remember their exact words?
I don't remember that either. Sorry.
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks the most. What's gotten into you today?
It's okay. Don't be upset. Actually, I brought you a little something to cheer you up. How about that, hmm?
It's my comb. You remembered.
Of course I did. If I make you a promise, I will always keep it.
Thank you, Auntie Ningguang. Thank you so much.
It was just a small favor, really. Nothing to get overexcited about.
But they said you'd be too busy to remember about a boring old comb.
They?
Uh-oh.
Sembra che ci sia una serie.
It's all right. Don't worry. There just seems to be some kind of misunderstanding here. Why don't you take this opportunity to clear it up? Don't you?
Yeah, Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
I'm sorry. That thing about the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. Two people came and told me to say it to you. I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but, they told me you'd forgotten all about the comb, and I didn't know how to argue with them. Then they bought me a new comb, and I'm sorry, I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one you helped get fixed for me.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Liyue Harbor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with it from now on. When Mom gets back, she'll be so sad if she finds out I broke it.
I must say, this is most intriguing. How about this? You tell me where those two people are, and I'll take the comb back to them for you. Sound good?
I'm good.
Okay. They're over at the docks. They said I should go and meet them when I finished the mission.
All right then. Don't worry, it'll all be
Questo
fine.
non giustifica che stai usando dei ragazzini.
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Lure di scopo.
Now, this is a grown-up situation, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. And don't try and follow me. I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
Okay, I'm gonna keep them. Che forte sti ragazzi. Sono simpatici. Mamma mia quanto dura sta missione. Per carità è brutta, però forse era più divertente quella di giù. Hello.
Don't you think that kid's gonna fluff her lines? Also, let's be honest, this is a new low for us.
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's most trusted informants. Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite add up.
It sounds like you underestimated me. And the children as well.
Lady Ningguang?
That's good.
You knew how important that comb was to Nan Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotionally manipulate her. You coached a child to lie, made her betray her own innocence and confuse her conscience. Do you not realize how contemptible that is?
Sorry, Lady Ningguang. We never should have crossed you like this.
That's not the point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying to get the better of one another. So if all you've done is fool me by feeding me false information, I'd make a loss, and that would be the end of it.
Tanti soldi ce li hai.
But you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go exploiting children for profit. Do you have any idea just how much damage that will cause?
Wow, ok, non me l'aspettavo che diceva una cosa del genere.
It was hardly our first choice either. We were only acting out of necessity.
Tra l'altro volevo fare una cosa. Tanto l'abbiamo già fatto questo. Arriva. Dove scriversi così in guardia?
We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess, but never had any opportunities to expand. When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. Let's go all in on this one. See if we don't get lucky for once.
Non sto parlando niente perché so come voi sto cercando di leggere, quindi...
So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines and watched as the price went up and up. We thought this was gonna be it. We were gonna make our fortune.
Yeah.
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine never came. More and more people started to suspect it was all a huge scam. Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines was running for the exit, selling as fast as they could, but we had so much inventory that no one was willing to buy it.
Avete pensato a Nico?
Oh yeah! As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead, and the price takes a steep hike. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in debt up to our eyeballs. We just didn't have any other choices.
Ma scusa, fammi dire una cosa, ma come fa questa qua a capire? Cioè, ho capito, sarà la persona più matematica tra tipo Albert Einstein di, non lo so, o la ragazza, come si chiama già la ragazza che ha inventato, non mi ricordo se ha inventato le cose, vabbè, non mi ricordo, ho studiato di sta ragazza che aveva preso il premio Nobel della matematica, non mi ricordo.
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story.
Ok, adesso lo scrivo. Scusatemi, Neg. Questo supporta le tue condizioni sull'entusiasmo e devi sperare domini. Supporta le tue conclusioni
But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can all cloud your judgment. Do you now realize how dire the consequences of wild speculation can be?
100%. We've both barely slept in days. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiots, thought it was all hilarious.
We messed up, completely and catastrophically messed up.
Che noi andavamo avanti e indietro, no? Che cercavamo di scoprire il segreto di Raz Lapis. Sti ragazzini ci guardavano andare avanti e indietro.
The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up, decimated, just like that. All we want now is a chance to start over.
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your hands, but we will need a detailed contract. The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past, you will have to pay back to me by some means in our future business dealings.
Quindi dovete restituirmi la quota del mio pagamento che cede il vecchio prezzo medio di addomini. Okay.
Huh? But that means our profit is zero.
Then you're free to find another willing buyer. But if you're seriously still insisting on turning a profit under these circumstances, I'm afraid you're beyond redemption.
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it. This is a lifeline and we should be grateful for it. Forget about making money.
Yes, you're right.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines, but I'm quite sure I can uncover a market for it with a little research.
Okay, so, shall we get this deal done now, or...?
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent matter here. Atoning for your transgressions is the main order of business. You took advantage of a child, and you are coming with me to make a full and unreserved apology. This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go back and see the children.
Missione più strana. Missione più strana che ho mai fatto. Perché non posso fare? Mi sembrava. Perché devo salire le scale, scusa?
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh?
to.
I'm sorry, Nan Nan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your comb. I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this again. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
What do you think, Auntie Ningguang?
I think it should be your choice. And yours alone.
Non ti sopporterò.
Well, since it's all sorted out now and nothing super bad happened, I guess it's okay. But we can't just let them off. We gotta show them you don't mess with us.
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else try to con you.
I've made up my mind.
Okay.
I want them to come play with us.
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play hide and seek with. Great idea. Let's go play hide and seek at the North Wharf.
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting. Come on!
So full of energy. Yes, of course. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving them alone with those two buffoons.
Che scemo. Ci sta. Dai. Sono passati da affari a affari di famiglia. Banco dei pugni. Normale. Porco. No, in una normale giornata a pozzo di ore. Non potete tenere i bambini, non potete dire voce ai bambini. Ti giocava a nascondere.
Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. Am I right?
Secondo te non c'è tanta differenza tra aver trasformato quei bambini nei miei informatori e le azioni di quei due imprenditori? Va bene? In effetti. Cioè, non è poi così. No, non so, Niguan, secondo me mi hai beccato.
They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak. But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust. For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a responsible adult. I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills, how to think critically. I never taught business, though. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies, and far more mature than their peers. This has given them confidence in themselves. I think that this is beneficial to them. Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. That's why I hope to teach these children myself. Hopefully, I can pass on some of what I've learned.
Fatto non ricevere una insegnanza, nessuno veramente ti ha insegnato, adesso sei una riccola.
Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal, that deception and one-upmanship are facts of life. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Un giorno potrebbero capire che negli affari non sempre vincono tutti, che la delusione e l'individualismo fanno parte della vita. Ma non c'è niente di male in questo. L'individualismo. Cioè, al giorno d'oggi gli affari, sì, ognuno, quando tu fai un affare, che sia qualsiasi cosa, che sia nell'alimentare o qualsiasi altra cosa, non c'è solo individualismo, devi anche capire cosa vuole cosa vuole i clienti. Non so in che modo lei dice di affare, sì, se tu crei una tua società, sì, hai le tue idee, però se da questa tua società devi esportare i prodotti, che sia alimentare o no, devi capire al cliente cosa vuole, perché se gli dici tu tieni, questo è quello che riesci a fare. Ma anche se sei un imprenditore, devi dire anche quello. Beh, diciamoci la verità che lei è quella che fa sempre partire tutto, quindi in questo caso, insomma, non va molto come discorso.
When that happens, they will be ready to face the world head on and become exceptional businessmen and women. But until then, I am here to protect them.
Oh. E poi così cattivo, pensavo che era una serpe proprio. Li stai allevando per farli diventare eredi o concorrenti? Presumo concorrenti perché la concorrenza alza il posto in gioco. Vabbè, diremmo eredi.
I will one day die. New Qixing will replace the old. And Liyue will continue to prosper.
Bello, sei una ragazzina.
I hope the name Ningguang will live on. But not as a person, as more of a symbol. If I can pass on everything I have learned, I can create a legacy that will live on long after I am gone.
If you say so.
Come on, Auntie Ningguang! Hurry up! We're not gonna wait forever!
Coming! Come on, let's enjoy this while we can.
Il tempo vola così come gli anni migliori, tuttavia il nome Niguan rimarrà un simbolo per le generazioni future. Noi due a ridere in sottofondo mentre cercano di prendere i bambini. Che bello. Che missione proprio. Ci sta. Il piatto finale adesso è questo. Ma io volevo anche vedere le altre. Ah, voglio vedere come se la trovano le ragazzone. Continuo perché mi confondo, è qua. Mica è qua. Quindi questa era mica la strada più lunga. Allora, qui c'è due finali. Gran bacchetto. C'è un altro qua anche di finale. Wow, sembra scusate. Regalo di benvenuto. Prima di passare al prossimo della lista vuole andare dalla gioielleria a recuperare un certo oggetto. Allora, qua è... andiamo dalle segretarie o no? Questo invece è... i guanti chiede di prendere il posto delle sue segretarie dopo aver imparato le basi. Presenti il programma. Ah, è proprio all'inizio. Ah, questo è il finale breve che gli dici, ah sì, non ci vuoi. Non lo so. Facciamo questo e poi andiamo a cercare le segretarie. Una ha bisogno del nostro aiuto. Andiamo a cercare, no, andiamo a cercare, andiamo a vedere, mi piacerebbe vedere un'asta come su sto gioco. Non mi funziona di nuovo il tasto. Aspetta, che forse il problema è questo. Ecco. Perfetto. Così, time 50-50-50. I'm causing 1, 2, 23, 23, and then 24. Qualcosa del genere.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, not
great. This is the traveler.
Che ci
He happened to be in Liyue. Do you mind if he sits?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I've always been fascinated. Oh, I'm Luo Qiao, a business. That's what I wanted to ask, lady.
Se rispondiamo a queste
Rumors? You know.
Piacerebbe capire come. Proviamo questo. Quanto sono?
Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. That obviously includes her relationships. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Interesting. Yes, we do have a special relationship, but I don't see anything unusual about it. The Traveler is a national hero in Liyue whose actions have directly contributed toward the prosperity we enjoy today. Even putting aside my official status as one of the Liyue Qixing, I admire him on a personal level too.
Oh, yes. Oh, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that Lady Ningguang now seems to have a second interesting character in her innermost circle. The first one being the captain.
Non c'è sottolineare, stavo osservando che ora lei sembra avere un secondo personaggio interessante.
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. I've missed out on a number of
investment opportunity.
No.
Oh, but
if it were really that, I had my secretary, so I would advise you.
I see.
In my opinion, there are many long-term. It's very difficult to say.
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. Maybe it'd be a better. Lady Ningguang.
Good. I'm glad.
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful. You think clearly. You are very knowledgeable.
You've been listening for a while. Are you getting bored? Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you?
Proviamo, sono un principiante. Vediamo, magari sblocchiamo un'altra strada qua. Sono un principiante, ma hai spiegato tutto alla perfezione e sono sicuro di discorso.
That means you also have a good head on your shoulders and the ability to learn rapidly. If you are in need of Mora, you should absolutely consider doing business.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you.
See you next time. I'll look forward to hearing good news from you soon.
Andiamo a vedere il segretario.
Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have... I'm a little concerned about the...
Andiamo a vedere.
Good. Then let's do that. There are some slippery characters among the bidders, you see. So, even though my secretaries are very capable and experienced, I still can't help worrying for them a little.
Okay.
Come on. The auction is being held at Yun Jin Terrace.
Illuminata di mente. Recati al luogo dell'asta. Diciamo che potrei anche farmi una pausa, non so. Così non mi frigo gli occhi. Allora, volevo solo mettermi adesso. Ecco. Non so, dovrei farmi una pausina. Sono interessato per la missione, ma insomma non devo fare mega nerd. L'asta era in mezzo, allora facciamo così, io la metto in pausa, lascio acceso, tanto dopo ci sono ancora per qualche barra un'oretta. Quindi ci vediamo dopo, ok? A dopo.